looks at home as though the wingers are lining up a bit far away. That's the reason why.
Ball comes down. Blues looking to clear. Nice hands out of the contest. Go inside 50. Was going to be going inside 50, but now just trickles over the line. That was out in front of Hannah Bowie. And the lasso rule, which I learned only a couple of weeks ago, Mick.
Yes, and Hannah Bowie, brother of Jake Bowie of Melbourne and daughter of Brett Bowie, the ex-Saint.
Blues again, good in the contest. Feed out by hand. That was really nice work there by Kieran Peterson. But we have a stoppage here as Essendon brings their pressure.
We see early here, clean ball handling is going to be a challenge. Ball is already very, very slippery as soon as it gets to ground level. So we'll see which players stand out with sure ball handling. We see on this occasion Maddie Gurin. No, it wasn't Maddie Gurin. I think it was Maddie Gurin with clean hands, yeah.
And nice ball inside 50 here for the Blues. That was by Abby Mackay and hits leading forward on the chest. And that leading forward being Sophia McCarthy on a, you call that a 50-degree angle?
Always find here at Windy Hill the pockets aren't very deep. So any time you have a set shot from close to the boundary line, I still think it's worth going back and taking a considered shot on this. This will take a very good kick. I think she'll be kicking from about 37 metres when she kicks that, and I think that in these conditions, that's going to be a test.
On the approach. McCarthy starts it out left, hits into the goal square now. Scrap at ground level, and that's a goal. Excellent work there by...
It's been called as actually hitting the post
hitting
here,
the post.
So Carlton players celebrating voraciously, but the ball's going to come straight back in up the middle.
That was by Hannah Bowie that was kicked the opening score of the match, and as you said, Bombers come up the corridor, yet to exit their defensive 50. That was a good tackle there for the Blues by Keely Shearer. Ball goes up now. Attempted kick there by the ruckman for the Bombers. As I said, sure, ball handling is going to be important here. Essendon just unable to clear the scrimmage. Ball still in dispute. Essendon clear now by hand. Feed out onto the wing. That was by Drew Ryan. Good contest there for Carlton. Causes another stoppage. The teams will reset.
Yeah, Genevieve Lawson-Tavern, it was coming off halfback, attacking that ball with real aggression, keeping the ball in front. Great defensive work.
Good setup here by the Blues behind the stoppage. Able to feed out by hand again. Their class is showing already. And that's a nice squaring ball into the middle for Kieran Peterson. Peterson feeds by hand. The Blues are away now. This is Hannah Bowie again, not had half forward, but really well worked there for the Bombers. Cutting across by Madison Ford at half back. She takes the intercept mark.
The bright green boots shining out there on the field today for Madison Ford.
Excellent work there by Gabriella Pound for the Blues. Causes the intercept. Goes short. Ooh, ball play on. Thought it was going to be a mark all free. Nothing doing. Ball still in dispute now. Really well done there by Vesio for the Blues. The Bombers clear.
That was a skipper, yeah.
El Sharston, but their kick is intercepted and the Blues again through the corridor. Driving left boot by Genevieve Lawson-Tavern. But again, in the green boots.
That's Madison Ford, and she comes out laterally. That was really good defensive work to intercept there. Darcy Vesio getting spoil on in the contest, and it stacks on the mill there. That looks like it was Abby McKay over the top. And umpire says...
Free kick.
In the back, Ashley Melnikas is going to take this free kick. The blonde hair, distinctive, the long sleeves to go with that.
And the blue boots.
Nice combo.
Melnikas comes out wide, too wide, and that'll be out on the full free kick to Carlton.
Yeah, it'll be Darcy Vesio taking this free kick, and what a privilege for us to see a player of that quality in the VFL here. The kick comes off hands, scramble at ground level, and the Bombers have managed to kick this ball forward. First back on the ball is going to be Lawson-Tavern. She's been a rock of Gibraltar in defence there. Perkins gets a tackle on, a chance at ground level. but some good cleaning up again by the Blues. Their numbers way out in the end. Matty Gurin goes forward and hits lace out, hits the teammate on the lead. Scramble again at ground level. Good tackling, but they get the outlet handball. Can they work this inside 50? They do. If the ball goes over the back, they'll get a goal here, Carlton. But a terrific mark in front there, and that was fantastic work. Just trying to pick up that player. Sophia McCarthy really held that front position, protected the drop of the footy. Not an easy mark in the conditions, and held it to the chest. So this one might be a little bit more realistic, might be kicking from inside 35 metres here. Would suggest the Bombers players just cover that goal line here in the event it drops short. But Brenton, we've seen sort of the weight of class through the middle of the ground already showing for Carlton.
The ball's lived in their front half, and they've been able to get repeat entries. And another shot here by McCarthy. It's going to fall short, top of the goal square. Really good spoil there by the Bombers. Ball still in dispute here.
Oh, that could be high. No, umpire on the spot says no.
Forward pocket still. Really good defence here by the Bombers. They scramble well, but still can't clear the area. Melnikas gets a handball out, but again, they're just willing the ball to exit their D50 so they can reset. That was really good work there by Essendon. As you said, the ball trickled out of over the back, and there was a potential there for a Carlton goal, but Essendon was able to scramble really well. Great tap down there for Carlton by Jessica Good. Ball up now. Good. In the ruck, taps down again, but Sharks by Melnikas. Great tackle there for the Blues. Their pressure's been really good. Keely Shearer, that. And a shot at goal there for the Blues by Eliza Wood. Drifts right. Carlton 0-2 behind to Essendon yet to score.
Yeah, promising signs for both sides early in this game. Carlton clearly have the edge in class, you would think, at this stage, but the Bombers are defending really well. And they bring this ball deep outside forward 50 here. Defensive 50, I should say. Good use by the Blues, though. Getting on the end of this is Matty Gurin. Be too far out to score. We've seen that already. So let's see how they... McCarthy, it is out in the lead again. Terrific lead. Kick it just a little bit too high to take on the chest. Competes again at ground level. Good second effort. Going to feed the ball back as they've done all games so far, the Blues. I think that's Hannah Bowie on the end of that. Gets a quick kick going in forward. Oh, well presented. They get an opportunity at ground level. Need to knock this through here, the Bombers. Boundary line, or the goal line's your best friend there. Doing a good job there getting that over the line. I think it might have been Hooter, was it?
Yeah, I think it was Hooter. A really good attempt at mark there by Amy Trindade. I thought she'd taken it. So just those repeat entries, that you feel that if Carlton gets enough ball inside 50 at the moment, it's only a matter of time for them to kick the opening goal and potentially kick a couple more.
Do like what they're doing here. They're driving their legs to get the ball outside defensive 50. Good intercept again, though. That's a strong contest.
Brooke Vickers, that was. Melnikas again. Exits D50. One-on-one contest ahead of the ball. If the Bombers can get clear here, they're out. That'd be Hooter. Hooter spreads the ball wide to Olivia Munfree. Ball in dispute again. Just every time you feel that Essendon's going to get a bit of ball in uncontested fashion, they're just a couple of fumbles, and it brings that back into the contested nature of the game. And this is where Carlton's been really good at spreading from these type of situations.
Called that well. Another fumble around the stoppage there. It was good defensive pressure by the Blues here. Get it on the outside. They need to drive forward here, the Bombers.
Isabella Porter out wide.
It's a skipper.
To Sharston.
That's good. She'll get this right over the back here. It should skid on.
They did that really well. The skipper, as you said, just drove it deep. And I reckon that's going to be recording for the Bombers first inside 50. And we'll see what they can do here.
It's a real territory game today. Kicks aren't going to travel too far in the air, but if you can get it over the back, you'll get an extra 15 or 20 metres of skid. Gives them a chance to set up here. Let's see if they can get some movement through the front of this stoppage. You'd expect the ball to come to the front.
As it does now. Good pressure there for the Blues. That was by Lily Goss with a tackle on Bailey Hunt. And the Bombers are set up really well behind the ball. They've been able to orchestrate at least 2 or 3 spares behind the ball to try and lock the ball in their front half, where the Blues have opted to have more numbers around the stoppages.
We're seeing Hill there drive through that stoppage. McKay has been another Blue midfielder. Their tap work's been really good, and they're just driving their way through the front of stoppages. Good tackle though this time. That's that new interpretation, so it was almost a 360.
Yep.
Don't get as much time anymore.
Sarah Ford, inside 50 for the Bombers. Good defensive work there, but Malnikas sharks the ball at ground level, tackled immediately, and we'll have a forward 50 stoppage for the Bombers here. They've done this well. They've been able to camp the ball in their front half for at least the last 1 or 2 minutes.
Malnikas working from one end of the ground to the other as well. She's been in the defensive 50 for the Bombers and then on the end of that one. And she gets on the end again.
Oh. Excellent work by Malnikas. Ball is rushed over the line by Kieran Peterson.
Jessica Good in the ruck here is really dominating the physical contest here. She's protecting where the ball's going to land and just soft taps to her midfielders. I think that's why we're seeing their confidence in being able to really get on the move and drive through these stoppages. She'll do it again here.
Works her way to the front again, as you called. Nice soft tap down there to Mimi Hill. But the ball is still in. Oh, that's a good tackle on Hooter there. Geez, Keely Shearer is really stepping in well with defensive pressure. Can the Blues clear now on the outer side? They look to feed by hand again. They've done this really well so far to Brooke Vickers. Look at this go. Vickers with the 1-2, but great work there for the Bombers. Thought potentially incorrect disposal. Ball still in dispute now. The Blues drive the ball to half forward to Sophia McCarthy, who's been real prevalent up forward for the Blues.
Dangerous.
Whoa. The kick in board into the centre half forward. As you said, Mick, very dangerous. The Bombers are forcing the ball the wrong way, and it's ends up in the Blues forward 50, and now we have another 450 stoppage where Jessica Good would look to continue her good tap work. That was by McCarthy, I reckon, took the tap there.
Yep. It was good work by the Bombers in that stoppage. Didn't let their opponents get goal side of them, which has been happening probably too regularly for the coach's liking.
They've set up well here again, and good tap to advantage. They cleared that stoppage really well. Perkins here with front position. Good defensive fist there by Gabriella Pound. Hooter. I reckon that's Vickers there for the Blues again. Excellent work. Blues again. Drive to half forward. McCarthy looks to go from behind. The Bombers defender there had front position. Oh, they looked to clear, but unfortunately for the Bombers, slipping over was Isabella Porter.
Marnie Robinson with a great tackle on McCarthy there, saving her teammate. You can see Abby McKay, already the class. She's really sure-handed at ground level.
Vesio. Ball straight to Sharston. They are not going anywhere.
Always love that pretend punch of the ball in the when the tackle's laid. You've got to show the umpire that you're making an attempt, that you're not really.
No, exactly right. We all know what's happening. Drives inside 50 there by Maddie Gurin. But Pound bounces straight out as soon as it went in.
Held on too long in the tackle there.
Absolutely. That was Mimi Hill with the free kick. Goes deep inside 50. McCarthy front position. Really good defensive mark there. Really good body positioning there by the Bombers defender. Just edged McCarthy under the ball.
Worth their weight in gold, those contested marks today.
Absolutely. Spreads it wide to Bailey Hunt. Hunt assessing her options. One-on-one's forward to the ball, and the Blues have got a loose behind the ball here, which means that the Bombers are just going to have to be patient.
Gurin and Hill leading possession winners with 7 each for the Blues. Bateman, Ford and Melnikas 5 apiece for the Bombers.
Sharston hunting the ball at ground level.
Oh, well done.
Sharston hands out wide. Yeah, good work there for the Bombers. The clearing kick up to Perkins. Perkins edged off the ball there by Octavia Di Donato. But excellent work at ground level there for the Bombers. That was by Olivia Munfray. The Blues are back in numbers in defence, but the ball exits the field of play on the full.
It's that straight piece of boundary line right in our eye line here that If it had continued in the curve, that would have stayed in. Vesio couldn't hold that. Perkins finds a teammate further on short in Bailey Hunt, and this is their best opportunity going inside 50, I reckon, Brenton, so far.
I reckon Perkins is going to just... She'll drift forward here. I just want to see her drift forward a bit quicker, just to get a one-on-one opportunity forward to the ball. But the Bombers are fighting at ground level. Shot at goal, drift across the face. Blues back in numbers.
Got nowhere to go further up, so this is a good option here. Going to run with the ball.
That's a dangerous kick. And it's turned over. This is Bailey Hunt having a good couple of minutes. She spreads the ball out wide to a free teammate out there in Drew Ryan. Ryan's just got to gather the ball at ground level. Comes back in, board to a really dangerous spot. It's a good kick. Oh, excellent defensive work for the Blues there. I reckon that was by Lily Goss. Nearly a goal-saving spoil there as they briefly exit D50. Attempted mark there by Jessica Good. The Blues will the ball forward. Now they're out. If she can gather at ground level, she does. That was by Amy Trindade. Oh, ball inboard is cut off by the Bombers, and they fight at ground level once again. The Bombers' pressure probably the last 3 to 5 minutes has meant they've been able to keep the ball in dispute, and when the Blues look to be out, they're able to...
done very well, Brent. Yeah. That's a good call, and gets them a chance to reset around the stoppage.
Vesio again. Gee, they've done this really well. I've been impressed with their use of hands to exit stoppage. Sophie Molan, the ex-AFLW Tiger. She comes out wide, but first the ball there in the long sleeves for the Blues. I reckon that was by Gabriella Pound. She drives the ball forward to Jessica Good. Good at ground level, really good hands. She'll get another link in the chain here. Excellent work by the Blues. That ends up with Jessica Stokes, who drives the ball forward. And that's the third intercept mark for Madison Ford in her D50.
Get those green boots out for everyone.
Absolutely.
Just we saw, you mentioned Gabriella Pound coming off halfback there. Long sleeves, number 6. A real famous tradition at Carlton, if you think of Cade Simpson. Very similar sort of look, the number 6 in the long sleeves.
Very good.
Must be compulsory to wear long sleeves if you've been given number 6. She comes in again here, Pound. They're doing this well. They've got a spare player on the outside.
Here we go. They're away now. Excellent kick there by Molan. Didn't break stride there. Was Isabella Porter, I reckon. Unfortunately, they've just got to get that presence as centre forward to continue that thrust to get it inside 50 as the Blues intercept and now on the rebound.
Yeah, the one thing I'd say, you said Porter with the mark there was fantastic. What she did is she walked off her line and the umpire was forced to call play on. Just got to hold your position there, and then they didn't have anyone on the outlet kick there, so you've just got to take your time, give your players a chance to set up. It was still a good idea to take territory, but the ball was always coming back the other way.
Absolutely. I agree. It's on the out in front of the Essendon Bowling Club. We'll have a ball up on the outer wing there.
Do you see the umpires use the bowling club change rooms as their entry point onto the ground?
There you go.
Could get a couple of, what are they, ends in before the game?
Yeah, a couple of ends. That's it. Blues look to clear. Drive it. High ball to half forward, but that's again by Madison Ford.
She's been fantastic.
Nearly best on ground, I would say, for the Bombers at least. The Blues, they spread. They've done this really well. They've used this flank really well at half forward. Hannah Bowie's breaking into space. Goes longer than that. Good at marking attempt there and at ground level. That was by Eliza Wood, the skipper. Vesio. Hannah Bowie, I reckon that was. Feeds the ball out to Mimi Hill. Hill drives the ball deep. Really good spoil there for the Bombers, but it's still a bit of danger there for the Bombers. But
had the option to take that through, I reckon, would have been inside the goal square line, so had the opportunity to push that through for a behind. Players still seem a little bit reluctant to adapt to that rule. They get an opportunity again here at ground level. The skipper for the Blues there. That was Eliza Wood as our paper notes fly everywhere up here in the Clarkson or Cookson stand here at Windy Hill. Opportunity again, the ball gets back into another dangerous space from the stoppage, but they're doing well, the Bombers. Just no free possessions anywhere. There's the opportunity for the Blues. Hands on. Quick kick gets through for behind number 4 for Carlton in this first quarter. Flat 20s, they are these games, so only the 9 seconds left in this quarter. You'd think they're just going to see out time here. May not even get the kick out from full back in. All good players know to get your kick in, though, for the stat. Brings us to the end of a somewhat scrappy but entertaining first quarter. We said the conditions...
Absolutely, Mick. And if you hear a pigeon in the call, there's just one sitting just up in the stands.
Right above us.
Carlton looked to clear by hand again. That's Vesio out in the wing, but intercepted there for the Bombers, and they're away here. Can Molan find a target? Just goes went to go the actual running torp, but just hacks the ball forward, half forward, in dispute again. Excellent tackle, forward 50 pressure there by Melnikas. Forces the forward half stoppage.
She's been a good player today, Keely Shearer. Very good in these tight confines.
Tap down there for the Bombers. That was by Jamie Lee Moreau. Fed out. The Bombers are first back on the ball.
Oh, well done.
Yeah, that was really nice work. Kept her feet, Sarah Ford, which means it goes forward to half forward. Mark just dropped there. Fell out of the hands of Tassiopoulos.
Just those little opportunities that they're missing. You know, Tassiopoulos will be cursing their luck there. Should have held on to that mark, and that would give them the opportunity then to shoot sort of towards their forward 50.
I agree.
Easily explainable, that area in the wet conditions, but there's sort of the half chances. If the Bombers are going to make the most of this, as there'll be another ball up here, hopefully. You know, that's the things that just got to tighten up a little bit.
Yeah, especially at half forward, that allows you to link and get that penetrating ball inside 50. But excellent, that was excellently sharked at the forward stoppage by Sarah Ford. But the Blues have won the ball back, but Sarah Ford is back on the ball again. Butters up her good work, which means that the ball is locked again in a stoppage, which was well done.
We're paying tribute at quarter time off air to the players. The tough conditions today, same with supporters. Early morning on a Sunday, wet conditions. Players are really showing, and again through that stoppage, they're showing a real commitment to the ball at ground level.
Absolutely.
Shearer again with another tackle.
That was that interpretation, the new interpretation we were speaking of. Melnikas just gets a hand up, back to forward. Tassiopoulos to half forward, over the back. This is what you're talking about, the skidding of the ball.
Good shepherding.
It's a lost art, to be honest, in modern football with shepherd. Oh, excellent work there, cut off. Vesio thought she was out, but the defensive fist by Drew Ryan sees the ball over the line and will have a throw in front of the commentary position and the benches.
It was Peterson, I think, for the Blues that put on a terrific shepherd there with that ball skidding over the back. Could have been a risky ball, but gave a teammate 2 or 3 seconds just to steady up and get the ball going their way.
Moreau down for Essendon in the ruck. Looks to clear the ball forward again. Went to go to Sharston. Tackled without it, I reckon that was...
Shearer again.
Yeah.
Really drove through that contest without fear. That was fantastic.
On the left to half forward. So forward, not forward, sorry. Good and started forward of the ball for the Blues. Back to Shearer, smothered off the boot.
Does fascinate me, this little piece of boundary line here, Brenton. It's a perfect circle around the oval, but in front of the practice wickets. It's a straight line for about 30 metres, as you can see on screen. And it's funny how many kicks it affects. Players thinking they've got a couple of metres extra room.
It's a definite quirk of Windy Hill, that's for sure. Vesio at the back of the pack. Feeds the ball inboard by hand. That was to Maddie Gurin. The Bombers cleared to Sharston. Under pressure of Vesio. Doesn't really... That was smart work by Sharston. Didn't possess the ball initially, but then drove the ball forward. Oh, that's magnificent work in the contest by Gurin. Inboard too, and a great mark. Excellent contested mark there. And they go forward. Molan with the fist for the Bombers at ground level. That was by Ford, I reckon. No, it wasn't by Ford, sorry.
Yeah, I think it was Sarah
Ford. Sorry.
Sarah Ford. She's had a good quarter at ground level. Very clean when she collects the ball.
Tassiopoulos inside 50. 3-on-1 for the Blues. They worked that out well. Exiting ball on the left to half forward.
She's been a good defender today, Lawson Tavern.
Vesio, well positioned. Gathers at ground level. Nice feeding handball. was by Lawson Tavern, I reckon, was with the left boot.
One of those things, the ball's going to spill out the back here, and a great smother from the Bombers there, and they get a chance to go forward. But there's no such thing as a certain mark today. Can't give up on the ball thinking it'll be intercepted.
Definitely not. Blues again. They're defending really well here, the Blues. Conversely, the Bombers are getting some real attacking surges. They just can't get over
Over the top
forward.
here. Might skid through here.
It's a good-looking ball. Over the back.
Oh!
Just the wrong side of the post for Amy Trindade. I guess did she come off the bench? She was in a paddock of space.
It was one of those, if it was one of those just genius coaching manoeuvres where you interchange a player, they run straight into the open goal. Again, excuses, there are, reasons for that. It's a difficult ball to handle, but you'll be disappointed she didn't get the first goal on the board there, Trindade.
Forward, exiting D50, free kick here. I reckon it will go the way of the Bombers.
Vesio thinking she can pay the advantage there, but she doesn't. A real challenge for some of these AFL-listed players. AFLW-listed players are playing the game today. There's a mixture of conditioning. There's a little bit of experimentation with some of their positions that they're playing, and they get to test that out in a game-style situation. But they've got obviously their eyes on a bigger prize later on into the 2024 calendar year.
Especially with the pre-season starting now for AFLW formally.
Oh, I thought that was a mark, and
yeah.
Hand goes up to say, is that Peterson claiming the mark, even umpiring at the same time. Give her a whistle or she'll complete the deal.
Forward again, inside 50, can Huda get back on the ball? Nice work there for the Blues with excellent. That was outstanding. Forward half intercept there. That was by
bit of extras there. Peterson pushed over the line. Malnaka says, I'll just make you earn that boundary throw in. When you talk about the AFLW pre-season officially starting, I know my own career, I'd happily trade in a few pre-season sessions to play a VFLW game. And you see, I think it's 14 players in this week for Carlton in that situation as they get the ball over the top here. Good intercept by the Bombers again.
Hooter at ground level.
But I think be a really nice mix as a player as you come into the formal pre-season. You're clearly going to be punching out those big running sessions that everyone dreads, but you get to mix that up with some VFLW games. That's a nice mix, I reckon, for a pre-season.
I agree, Mick. As a former player, and I know a lot of players, they'd rather play football than train, to be honest. And it goes at multiple levels and multiple competitions as the Blues go out.
McCarthy, well done.
Yeah, great gather there at ground level. Just a bit of a fumble there meant the ball is still in dispute. Excellent work back on the ball there by McCarthy. Driving ball forward for the Blues, but I reckon that was either Bowie or Trindade out on the outer wing there in front of the bowling club. Ball at half forward now for the Blues. Still in dispute. Good work there by Molan at ground level. Malnikas clears the ball, but only as far as Dana Finn. Finn assessing her options.
Sophie Molan's defensive positioning has been really good today. Hasn't collected every mark, but she's a real thorn in the Carlton side.
Absolutely. Another clearing kick by the Bombers.
Hill will get this, although good intercept there.
That was by Molan again.
Oh, that's a throw. Just a bit of a scoop in these conditions. It's a fine line.
It is.
That scoop went about 10 metres, made for an easy call for the umpire. One of our field umpires today, Brenton, drives in from Newmarket for the game. Jay Smith. So a big trip for him.
That's a commitment coming from Newmarket.
2.5 hours, I think.
Bombers now at half forward. Again, they failed to make that connection, take that mark at half forward, then drive it deep inside 50. They do that now. Sharston, can they get there? In dispute still. Good work there by Sharston. Keeps the ball alive. Bombers are a real show here. Fight and scrap at ground level. Vesio inboard. Finds a free teammate, and that was some nice poise there by Mimi Hill.
Yeah, that class showing out there. It was Vesio and Hill in a dangerous situation, and now they're away, the Blues.
Vickers feeds the ball. Excellent work there by the Blues inboard, but again, closing space. This is Madison Ford in the green boots, showing a bit of class herself. Looks for Sharson half forward. Ball still in the dispute. Tassiopoulos, excellent tackle. Great pressure, forward half pressure there for the Bombers. Causes another stoppage.
I reckon Lawson Tavern's been almost the best defender on the ground, along with Molan for the Bombers. Just attacks the footy all the time, doesn't she? But this is getting really willing at ground level, this.
Inside 50 for the Bombers. Good positioning there for the Blues.
Chance.
Here we go.
Wrapped up. And this is what we look at this game, Brenton. It's 5 behinds to Carlton, no score to Essendon, but they're inside 50. It's only going to take one opportunity converted, and the Bombers are going to be right. Well, they'll have their nose in front in this game.
Absolutely. Harder Looney here. Ground level. Just kicks the ball off the ground, but into a dangerous spot. Oh, excellent work there for the Blues. They clear once again. They got a free player. Well, they did have a free player half back. Went the longer option. Excellent work there by Marnie Robinson for the Bombers. Causes another stoppage. See, they've done that well all this quarter. Just when you think the Blues are out, they cause that. They get a hand in there, a fingernail in there, causing the stoppage.
Dana Finn it was in the Blues defensive 50 with a really clean take at ground level. I thought that was high there, but she's only a light-bodied player, but she really body lines the ball without fear for her own safety, and that was a critical intercept where we spoke about the Bombers only need one chance.
Absolutely. Good back in the ruck.
Oh, look at that.
And the result is immediate with the Blues going inside 50, but it rebounds off the shin of a Blue half forward.
There's Lily Goss coming through that contest as Shearer comes on the end of this, but the Bombers will get a free with the throw. But Lily Goss, another player showing this real craft at stoppages to take the ball cleanly, get going their way.
Here we
Looks
go.
Promising for the Bombers.
Melnikas is out.
Oh, front on contact. Has to be. Take the advantage. Oh, I would have played on there. Tia Davidge being very kind to her teammate. I guess you don't want to waste an opportunity inside 50, but again, we've seen Melnarkis is going to go short here. Finds Perkins on the lead, just misses the kick. Hannah Bowie gets the ball going further on. Should run under the handball here too.
Bowie, just the boundary line wins out. Would have liked to see Melnikas just maybe take the shot there. Just take the 30 seconds, allow you...
I think so, and even if the kicks falls into the goal square, you've got another opportunity at ground level perhaps, Brenton, but it's always an easy game when you're up in the grandstand here. But it's promising for the Bombers. You think the first goal of this game is going to be really telling, one way or the other.
Absolutely.
Good stuff at ground level again.
By forward, Melnikas in front. That's an excellent kick, an excellent lead by a crafty forward.
I think she'll go longer this time.
Yep, definitely. Is it going to skid over the back? Excellent ball there for the Blues.
Gets them on the scoreboard though, doesn't it?
It does. Octavia Di Donato. But as you said, Bombers are on the scoreboard. 0-1, 1 behind to 0-5, 5 behinds. Down by 4 points. They're at Madison forward here. This is a really good opportunity. She drives the ball deep and it will skid over the line. But a great position to have a forward 50 stoppage here for the Bombers.
Absolutely. Ruby Marnie's had a terrific quarter. She's up to 11 possessions. Madison Ford leading everyone on the ground with 13. Maddie Gurin with the 12 for the Blues. But what can they do here? The umpire coming in here is going to, they come in those extra metres. The ball's going to land about 30 metres out, central position. Perkins will try and body up and grab this.
As she did so, but just was unable to take the ball cleanly.
Every key forward worth their salt these days, follows the Tom Hawkins trend and tries to take the ball out of the boundary throw-in.
Also allows your ruck to position up behind the ball as well to assist with the intercepts and holding the ball in the front half as the
251s went at it that time.
Free kick here.
Central ball from Drew Ryan.
We've got Ford back, really attacking spot here. Ford could have gone to Ford, but tackled well. Can the Blues clear? Just thump the ball forward. Vesio out in the outer wing here. 1 on 2 or 3.
Moved at 60 metres without a real possession here. The Blues just forcing it forward. Well done, coming back the other way.
Well, nearly near intercept mark there for the Blues.
Could have been in the back.
Yeah, potentially. Tackle at ground level and we'll have another stoppage.
So we're some 35 minutes into this game. Halfway or 3/4 of the way through the second quarter. Still no goal on the board. And each minute that passes, Brenton, that first goal becomes even more important.
Absolutely. I mean, the Bombers got really good space and separation with their forwards here. One-on-ones forward of the ball, and this is another opportunity for them to find a free option inside 50. Molan just screaming for it out wide. Drew Ryan as well. Goes the way of Perkins, and Sarah Perkins bodied her opponent superbly, showing the real class and experience of this really strong key forward.
And we saw her on the lead before. I think it was Melnarkis tried to hit her on the lead. But the contested mark there shows that's her value. That's why they don't need to muck around with this. She'll make this distance here, I'm pretty sure. She's a tried and true goal kicker for a number of years at AFLW level and at VFL. This would be a huge boon for the Bombers.
Kick on the way. Umpire arching the back, and it's there. And Perkins is up and about. Excellent work and reward for effort there for the Bombers. They've done most of the attacking in this quarter, and they kicked the first goal, which sees the scoreboard 1-1-7 to the Blues, 5 behind. The Bombers now up by 2 points, nearing half-time, as it's just a tick under 16 minutes gone.
Yeah, you couldn't have asked much more if you're part of the Essendon coaching crew. Coach Sherry O'Neill would have just implored them to stay in the contest. We've spoken about the, on paper, apparent advantage in talent that the Blues have, but couldn't be any more impressive, the Essendon VFLW side, with their ability to stop the ball going forward for Carlton and get it going back the other way, and what a great goal.
Excellent work there by Crystal Russell in the ruck for the Bombers. They're going to look to build on that momentum for the Blues. Kick off the ground there. That was by Keely Shearer. Attempted gather at ground level, and it'll be a free kick. The Blues go back the other way.
Meg Robinson did well there. Turned her back to the contest, then took the hit and the movement forward. Should be able to get the ball out of bounds here, the Bombers.
Jessica Good. Oh, nice work. Bombers will clear. It'll drift out of bounds.
Can't blame that straight bit of the boundary for that one.
No.
But they did, again, what they're doing well is they're winning contest across half back, outnumbering and getting the ball going back the other way. Peterson will go long with this kick.
Shaston nearly got the smother there on the mark. Hands up by Good. Taps the ball clear. Gathered there for the Bombers by Bailey Hunt.
And my favourite little punch of the ball in the tackle.
You just got to show you're making an attempt.
You do. And the more voracious the hit, the more convincing it is.
Great work there by Russell again in the ruck. Clears space.
Good tackle.
This is where the Bombers have really lifted their game in this quarter. Their ability to pressure and in the contest. They're going to, holding the ball. And which one's this going to go? Blues way.
Yeah, they've really got to work with their tackling. 31 tackles. The Blues have had 40 tackles. That'll be 41. Shearer's been key in that space.
Really good attack on the ball. Left boot inside 50. Watch the back. Vesio scouting the ball. Gathers at ground level. Vesio shows the class of a very, very good footballer. Gathered the ball, a slippery ball at ground level, showed the poise and snapped truly on the right boot for Carlton's first goal. 1-5-11 to Essendon, 1-1-7.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's ever been a better player in the women's game in and around that space. She spent a lot of time on the wing today, and we talk about that experimentation that the VFLW offers to the AFLW players, but that's a scene we've seen over so many years with Vesio. She's one of the better snaps I've seen around goal, and very clean, always going across the flow of play, bringing that back over her left shoulder. That's a highlight for sure.
Blues get the tap down, straight to forward. Tackle well, ball slips out. Forward, she's done that well. Gathers again, drives the ball. This is Peterson for the Blues, just nudged her opponent under the ball. Oh, that could be, excellent work there by Shaston and the Bombers. Ball still in dispute. Shaston, tackle without it. Tassiopoulos, ball dribbles out. Still in dispute, the ball. Good contest there for the Blues. Both sides going at it. Shearer on the left boot up to Good. With an attempted gather at ground level. The ball just didn't cooperate. Forward again. Straight up the chimney. Get under that. Excellent work there by, I reckon that was Hooter. Excellent work again by Hooter at ground level. Gang tackle there by the Bombers.
Sarah Ford's up to 10 possessions. It feels like she's had a bigger impact than that. Her second quarter's been fantastic.
Yeah, I reckon the majority of those possessions have been in this quarter. She's been really, really good. Russell with the tap down again. This on cue, forward. But gathered there by the Blues. Good balance and structure around the stoppage. Contest at half forward.
Great gather.
Excellent work there. That's class. That was by Maddie Gurin. And the Blues are away. Oh, great tackle by Sharston. And they let them know about it.
Good way to finish the half for the Bombers. So let's see how this second half opens.
Good v Russell in the ruck. Good tackle there for the Bombers. Coming off the wing there.
Just for the viewers at home, statistic-wise, Madison Ford with the 15 possessions, been a tremendous player today for the Bombers, and Gurin and Shearer 13 apiece. That'll be 14 for, oh no, that was Abby McKay coming through there.
Excellent work there by McKay with the clearance and a really nice ball inside 50 to the advantage of Darcy Vesio with a sliding mark in these conditions. Forwards always, and especially in these type of conditions, playing in front is going to be a premium. The ball will drop short, and as it did, so Vesio found herself in the right spot as she's on her approach. About 30 metres out.
Pretty much tall.
Directly in front.
No.
Ball's going to drop short and drift left. Through for a minor score. Carlton 1-6-12, Essendon 1-1-7. Sophie Molan will bring the ball back in for the Bombers.
Real luxury for Carlton to have Darcy Vesio one out in the goal square. You can see her causing all sorts of trouble in this second half.
Molan, free player here in the corridor. Found, and Molan will get the hands back now. Really nice link work by the Bombers. That's a great ball into the corridor. Now that can go. That's Ruby Marnie. Marnie at the back. Is that Hart Aluni? Ball turned over by the Blues. Just can't gather there for the Bombers. On the wing.
Good effort though in the end.
Yeah, by Isabel Porter. Could have coughed that ball up, but didn't. Held it in for a stoppage. Bombers able to reset.
Impressive ball movement from the kick out by the Bombers. Training together 3 kicks successfully.
They look to clear now through the work of Marnie again. Awarded a free kick for persistence and attack at the ball at ground level. Marnie wheels onto the right. Ball for Perkins. Looks to shove her opponent under the ball. Well, not under the ball, off the line of the ball. Hart Alani.
Going to play holding the ball here.
No. Melnikas appealing for a free kick. Hunts the ball at ground level. Is that Marnie again? That'll be kicking in danger, that's for sure.
Yeah, always going to pay that free kick. And this is the opportunity they have. Carlton have pushed spare defender back. Gemma Stokes. But in these conditions, it's going to be hard to take an intercept mark. So hopefully she gets this to a dangerous position and their smalls can go to work.
Essendon have got plenty of numbers behind the ball, which means they're outnumbered inside 50, and she kicks to a nest of Blues there. About 3 or 4 Blues defenders in free space. Melnikas really good at ground. Oh, that's Sharston, sorry, at ground level.
Perkins.
Left foot snap, straight up in the air. Melnikas tackled really well by Shearer.
Yeah, Melnikas and Shearer have been really going at it. Opposed to each other at times, but in the contest going really hard at the ball. All over the top. Could have been the high tackle.
Ruby Marnie, the ball's following her at this early stage of the third term, nearly in the back there. Good work there by Ford, feeding the ball out. Ryan, ball coughed up, now in dispute. Still inside 50 for the Bombers. Here go the Blues. Off half back. Sockering ball. Falls in the hands. Oh, that's an excellent work. Well, that's nearly going to be 50. Madison Ford has been very, very good today, but that's not her finest moment.
Should get her to about 25 to 27 metres out. This is a little bit of a short 50 in my opinion, because it was only 25 metres to the end of the square, a bit less than that. So being robbed of real estate, quite an amount of real estate that, and this might put the distance to be a bit of a question here. But it was a terrific mark, as you said.
By Eliza Wood.
Yeah, she's got really good body control in the marking contest. Knows where to protect the drop of the ball.
Wood on goal. It's going to go at the back. Oh, good contest there. Falls to the front. Great smother. Saving a near certain goal there for the Bombers. By the Bombers. And Molan will look to bring it back in.
Still think Eliza Wood was, that 10 or 15 metres of the 50-metre penalty that she didn't get.
I agree.
That's really cost her then. Could have been a goal to Mimi Hill, but as you called it, some great defensive work. And again, coming out of full back, they've managed to find a target.
Yeah, Molan's been really good back there. She's got real class. This is Bailey Hunt. Just calls Malnikas to lead at her. Does so.
She was rubbing her hands together as she was leading for that ball, making sure they were warm.
Malnikas inboard. 4-on-3 on 1-4. Oh, excellent work by the Bomber. That was by Tassiopoulos.
Yeah, she's had some good moments today, Tassiopoulos. Name really rolls off the tongue as well.
It does too. Moreau in the ruck. Malnikas at ground level. Really good tackle there on Shearer. We called that earlier. Those two have been going at it all afternoon. Morning and afternoon, sorry. The Blues are out here. Handball forward, just on the paint of 50. Great tackle there. Excellent work there was by Isabel Porter. Umpire comes in and says, I'll have that, thank you.
Unlucky not to get a free kick then, Porter.
Stokes. Tap down. The Bombers will clear though. They're away. Shearer hunts the ball for the Blues. Numbers of the contest for the Bombers. The troops arrive for Carlton. Peterson at the back.
Well done.
Really good. Forward's been very, very good. Second term, and followed that up with a really nice start to the third term as well. We're a tick over 6 minutes in. Essendon 1-1-7, trailing Carlton 1-7-13. Ruck contest near the boundary line, which means the ball finds its way over the line, and we'll have a throw in front of the interchange bench for the Blues.
There's plenty of space out the back of this boundary throw-in ruck contest. Blues have generally been the cleaner team in these stoppages. They normally push off and then drive through the contest.
Bowie nearly scooted onto that. Excellent work there by Hooter. The Blues forward to good. Oh, great trap there in the trying conditions, but good pressure put on her there. Ball finds its way to McKay. Molan at the back for the Bombers. Good pressure there. Finds its way to good. Really good chaining hand. Can you be clean? The Blues hit the post.
Unlucky in the end, but Jessica Good would involve 3 or 4 times through that play. You called the ball at ground level. She took it as clean as a whistle and then involved again as the ball continued to go forward, got the handball over the top. Had the curl on it, just not enough. Hit the big upright. Well, that one's going to be a turnover.
Yeah, and Madison Ford hasn't had a good couple of minutes. Shearer looking for Vesio. Ford, really well done. That's better. That's better. That'd be nearly our 8th mark for the game, I reckon.
Confidence booster after a couple of lesser moments.
Mania Hooter.
17 possessions for Maddie Ford, the 5 mark, which is, I think that might be almost the most. 6 marks now, that's clearly the most on the ground.
Justin goes long to the contest, out in front of the bowling club. Oh, great trap at ground level and evasion. That was by Mania Hooter. Finds Drew Ryan in the corridor. Unfortunately for Ryan, she was surrounded by 3 Blues, but fights on the ground level. The Blues look like they're going to win out, but the troops arrive really well there for the Bombers. Bailey Hunt keeps the ball trapped in the contest. Ball up. 50-50 tap.
Good tackle. We see some big tackle numbers across the teams today. Shearer's had 12 for the Blues. Goss 9. Marnie 8 for the Bombers.
Shearer feeds the ball at the back. The Blues are away now, but good pressure there by Charleston. Scrubby ball to half forward. Madison Ford v Vesio. That's a pretty good matchup. Trapped by Molan at ground level. Gives to Ford. Excellent tackle there for the Blues. That'll be incorrect disposal to Maddie Gurin. And the Blues are away. They take the advantage.
Vesio over the back, I reckon.
Vesio in the goal square to Good. I don't reckon Good knew she was there. You felt that this is the handball to Vesio, and there was a certain goal. Good's snap just drifts to the left side of the goalpost. Through for a minor score. Carlton 1-8-14. Essendon 1-1-7. And here's Madison Ford bringing it away. Kicks for 1-on-1. Ball is spoiled over the boundary line.
Yeah, so big numbers. Shearer's had 17 possessions and the 12 tackles. Marnie, 17 possessions and 8 tackles. Madison Ford, perhaps helped by a few kickouts. She's had the 17 as well.
Blues just not being able to capitalise on a couple of chances the last 2 minutes inside 50. Ball thrown in. Good work there by Bowie. Looks to clear by hand. The Blues now, can they chain out? Bombers structure up really well at the stoppage.
Oh, well done.
Just ripped away in the contest. The great defensive work there. They're going to pay the mark. They're going to have a consultation on the goal line.
Go to the score review, which will be a virtual one at this stage.
Marnie Robinson just positioned herself really, really well. Got the attacking side of her opponent.
Yeah, the fourth grab of that was over the line. It was just a matter, was the umpire say, did she have control of the ball before then? And they've come to the conclusion that that'll be a behind. Molan will bring this ball out.
Madison Ford free if she wants it.
They do like going up the middle, but she's got the numbers over to this grandstand side this time.
Yeah, she does. Goes that way now. Great trap there by Hart Aluni. Is she taken high?
No, they'll pay that holding the ball now.
Had her pry up.
Does show some real skill in close and evasiveness.
Yeah. It's be Pound. Going to put the ball inside 50. Trindade on the lead. Just bobbles out, unfortunately. For Amy Trindade.
She's had a couple of opportunities today. She's getting herself in dangerous positions, so she shouldn't be discouraged by that. They have got out to the 9-point lead, all behinds Brenton.
Yes.
So just the weight of numbers starting to show a little bit here.
Jessica Good fights for the front position. Taps down. Bowie now. Just gets a right boot to it. Oh, great attack there by both players. Harder Looney's had a really good couple of minutes. It was Marnie, so Bailey Hunt helping the ball and the player over the line.
So all players really compressed in one end of the ground. There's probably 24, 26 players inside forward 50 for Carlton or around this stoppage.
Watch for Ford here.
Yeah, well done. She's been so good in the ruck, good, hasn't she?
Yeah, she has. She's got really good connection with her midfield as well. Fighting and scrapping the Blues. That squirts out. Molan. Oh, taken high. Great attack on the ball there by Sophie Molan. Put the head over the ball.
They really sting on a day like today.
They sure do. Rewarded.
She's a tough customer.
From Ballarat.
Be used to the cold.
Absolutely.
This would be like a sunny day.
Absolutely. This is summer weather for
I imagine
Sophie.
winter in Ballarat, you'd want to be wearing the long sleeve.
They don't kick the dew off. They kick the ice off the grass in Ballarat. Don't you worry about that. Ball in dispute here at half forward for the Blues. They look to go inside 50 again. Feed. They just can't clear this density of numbers. Good work there by the Bombers. They've been on to that. Just after the first few minutes of the match where Carlton was able to chain out by hand really easily, Essendon's really stepped up their game from a pressure perspective, not allowing that. But Jessica Good will be awarded a free kick from the ruck contest.
She's becoming more and more dominant in those contests as the game goes on. This will be deep inside 50.
Watch for Vesio at the front here. Molan, good work for the Bombers. The ball is still alive. Trindade skirting, waiting for a loose ball to bobble out. Good defensive tackle there by Eliza Wood in her forward 50. We'll have another stoppage here.
I think Abby McKay's going to be prominent around this stoppage.
That Trindade looks to clear. Good tackle there on Wood.
Throw.
That's a throw.
Again, they've just the continual pressure on the opposition there, Essendon. They eventually get the relieving, or I was going to say kick. They want to get a kick, hopefully.
Good ball, but intercepted by Bowie. See something she likes inside 50. Oh, Madison Ford read it like a book. Great anticipation in the intercept, and they're away here. If they can get the ball, they've got to lengthen a bit here, but oh, that's excellent courage. That was by Gabriella Pound going back with the flight. And great tackle there. I reckon that was by Eliza Wood. This is Pound now.
She's not happy. She thinks she should have had 2 free kicks in that passage of play. They're on the outs here, though.
Mimi Hill. But only as far as Hoot Aluni.
Now they go.
Here we go. Mania Hooter. Oh, that's a great ball to Perkins. Just couldn't gather. Has got support inboard. Great tackle there by Peterson. Pretty much saved a certain goal there for the Blues, and they're away on the outer side. If they can gather cleanly, they can't. Here comes the pressure by the Bombers, but they're out now. They've got the free number. They kick to a one-on-one. This is Vesio. Look at that class of Vesio. Just edges their opponent under the ball, but the Blues aren't out of trouble yet. Good pressure there. Excellent work there by the Bombers. I tell you what, they've got a number free out the back.
Here we go.
Hooter sees that number now.
If they can shepherd here, they'll run into open goal.
Olivia Manfree just skids to the left. Through
Good
for
effort
a
by
minor
Lily
score.
Goss. She was the 1-on-2 against for Carlton. Worked her way through a shepherd and put some level of pressure on the shot on goal. But, gee, that would have made it interesting as we head into less than 5 minutes to three-quarter time.
Both teams have had those type of opportunities close to goal, and they just haven't been able to capitalise on them.
You can see fatigue setting in across the ground here. All players, number of players, hands on knees then, relishing the stoppage.
Good ball here by Peterson, exiting her D50. Great gather. Oh, great tackle there. That was by Marnie Robinson. Hartaluni scrubs the ball inside 50. Ford scooting out to Pound.
Yeah, that's clever.
Yeah, Pound out to McCarthy.
Been a good player today, McCarthy. Generally been deeper in the forward line, but pushed up to help her defenders.
She likes Vesio at the back here, but the ball's not going to travel that far. Really good contest there by both players.
She'll get this, Vesio. Oh, no, she won't.
She was out, but the Blues weren't able to clear cleanly. High tackle there.
It's where the Bombers have to really knuckle down defensively. They've had a couple of opportunities down their end. Ball's come back the other way.
Good Shearer coming off the bench here. She's going to try and get into an attacking position. Good defensive work there by the Bombers. They're really good in those type of contests in the second and third term.
Look at Shearer go in.
She came sprinting off the bench and just wanted to be involved in the contest.
And then Madison Ford relishing being able to dump her into the ground.
Good contest here at Windy Hill between two arch rivals. Shearer again tries to scrub a kick on her left. Cleared by the Bombers, but here we go for the Blues. That was a great intercept. That was by Demio, but her ball.
Marnie Robinson, excellent mark out in front. Dangerous kick inside, but a good one.
Good one.
Up the middle of the ground, they've got an option if they can use that. Going to run and a handball here.
Molan's going to be clean at ground level. She is, gathers and tackled well though. Feeds the ball out to Ford.
In the back. Get away with one there, I think, the Bombers. They're taking a risk, which I think the coaches would encourage. Ended up in a dispute in a dangerous position. But Ford, again, like she has been all day, puts her nose over the footy and wins free kicks.
Nice work here by the Bombers. They've been able to just march the ball out to the outer wing. But now it's a one-on-one. Great tackle again. I've been really impressed with the tackling pressure of both sides here.
I think Shearer's had close to 15 tackles, and she's probably been tackled the same number of times. She's just been so consistent around the contest.
18 minutes gone. Under 2 minutes to go before three-quarter time. Ball at half forward for the Blues. Carlton 1-10-16, Essendon 1-2-8, and we'll have another stoppage.
It's like two boxers just trying to get to the bell in about the 10th or 11th round here. It's fatigue everywhere. Game is still tight.
Umpire letting it go here. And just with that fatigue, it's the concentration that the players are really going to have to be mindful of. It's just those lapses that can happen when fatigue sets in. But excellent work. Great structure there at stoppage for the Bombers. They were able to clear to half forward.
Well done, skipper.
Al Sharston.
I'll be very happy with that.
Great contested mark in the middle of Windy Hill. Perkins again just edges her opponent under the ball. Oh, that is not a free kick, unfortunately. That was perfect technique with
they'll get a free kick now, though.
The hip into the back. Excellent
now Perkins should set up again. She should be the target here.
Yep.
She's got a good one-on-one contest. I really want to see her position herself for this. She's got her hand in the air saying, kick it to this side of me.
Perkins, nearly juggled a mark. Perkins, Vesio, just able to wiggle of the hips. And she exits D50. out the way of Trindade.
Well done.
Feeds in board. Oh, unfortunately, there for the Blues. They weren't able to gather cleanly. It brings and invites the pressure of the Bombers.
I thought they were going to play holding the ball there, but common sense prevails. Great work by Vesio in a dangerous position, wasn't it?
Sure was.
Fluid. Really, really great poise and balance.
Bailey Hunt's had a good quarter as well. Nearly got through that stoppage.
Just go back to the leading possession winners here. If I can get my stats to refresh. Or maybe should sort by disposals. Marnie's had the 19. Ford the 19 for Essendon. Shearer the 18 possessions and 12 tackles.
Got our second goalless quarter of the match. 2 out of 3. We've got Carlton leading Essendon 1-10-16 to Essendon.
East scoreboard-wise, they're still in with a chance here.
Absolutely. I love their endeavour and tenacity in the contest. As we go here, Jessica Good down once again. Carlton looked to clear, but Essendon fights on the ground level as they've done all day.
In the back,
in the back
kick,
here.
Yeah.
That was by Bailey Hunt. And then the Blues are away here via McKay. Excellent work there, going back with the flight for the Bombers. Just meant that there was a Blue behind in that contest that looked to be scooting onto the mark, but just got the fingernail in and caused a stoppage. Good once again, finds front spot. Good tap into an attacking position, but really well sharked there by Madison Ford, who's away in the green boots.
Oh, well done.
Perkins really searching lead.
She scoot this out the back, it would be good. No, she's just going to hold it up. Probably smart in the end.
Yeah, wait for the numbers to catch up. One-on-one contest here. Out at half forward for the Bombers. It was Tassiopoulos, but also really well done there for the Blues.
Oh, well done. Bang.
Melnikas.
Oh, no free kick.
No free kick. Nothing doing here. Much of the umbrage of the crowd. Sharston, really good in the contest. Keeps the ball alive. I thought there was potential for in the back there by Brooke Vickers, but nothing doing as well.
Should have been a free to Melnarkis. I don't think there's any question about that. The crowd made their feelings know about that, but there's still a chance inside forward 50.
Absolutely. Good down. The Boomers are starting to shark. Good taps. Sharston in the contest as well as Hunt.
A little bit of a boot there from Melnarkis, just trying to get the ball going forward. The umpire had a perfect view on that.
Pointed the other way.
Oh.
So, is that, I think he's called
It's
tripping? Potential trip? I think it's Melnikas. Yeah, it's Melnikis' kick.
A reverse in danger, if you can call it that, I think. And the Carlton player on the mark, just trying to get the binoculars on who that is it's Mimi Hill, and quite rightly asking the question, but here's a critical moment in this game, Melnarkis.
Melnikas, that's going to drift back. Just fall short though.
Sorry, Melnikas, it was not Narkis, but yeah, good opportunity there, albeit a bit of a strange decision.
Blues were able to rush the ball through. Carlton's third behind of the afternoon. Carlton 139 trailing. Oh, sorry, Essendon 139 trailing Carlton 1-10-16. This will be Pound to look to bring the ball in the long sleeves.
Good calling for the ball long.
Just strips over the head. Vesio in it. Yeah, got the one there from Marty Robinson.
I would say. A bit of a push to the back of the head.
Well, Melnikas just was not too sure what happened on the mark there with Melnikas, but the Blues are away here. Oh, that's a dangerous ball, but a good one. Look at the Blues now. Chain through the corridor. Great lead up there by Wood. Wood turns and goes. Sees something she likes. Oh, excellent work again by the Bombers, dripping back there. But a snap-on goal.
Oh, wow.
That was by Maddie Gurin. That was a classy snap. And as soon as the ball left her boot, the finger went in the air. And it was celebrated duly by her teammates as Carlton edges clear even further with their second goal of the afternoon. 2-10-22 to the Bombers, 1-3-9. And that is a really big turning point in this game as the Blues edge further clear and show a bit of class inside 50.
Yeah, Maddie Gurin up to 16 possessions. She averages 18 on the year. She kicked that snap from about 30 metres out. It went through almost goalpost high. Just got perfect purchase on the ball. Easy to kick the belly of the ball in that situation, but wow, that's a big kick in these conditions and a big kick in the context of this game.
Ball up once again. Good with the tap down. Mania Hooter, edged off the ball. Blues go forward once again. Excellent work there for the Bombers. That was by Marnie Robinson.
Should be holding the ball, that, because she did have possession and tried to evade the tackle, but can understand the umpire calling for a ball up.
Tackle there by Vesio. Class, courage, and a bit of brutality as well, all mixed into one. Good contest there by the Blues, brings the ball to ground, and great follow-up tackle as well.
Just a shout out to our field umpires today. Liam Dye is out of the Essendon district. Shannon Van Boven is out of the Western region, and we mentioned Jai Smith coming all the way from Numurkah. We'll be getting some kilometres on the car over the course of this season.
Sure will. Madison Ford evades the person on the mark, the player on the mark. Excellent work there by Peterson from a defensive perspective. Found the front position, caused a spillage, and we'll have a stoppage there as the ball is held into Malnikas. Attacking side of the middle for the Bombers, just on the paint of 50. Good position there for the Bombers. Oh, that could be a free kick. No. Nothing.
Yes, late call.
No, late call on the free kick. It was there. Just a late call on that. And the Bombers now can look to respond. This will go to Tia Davidge. That's nearly 50 metres as Pound just didn't want to give the ball back.
Yeah, free kick went against Genevieve Lawson-Tavern. She's been a pillar of strength in that defensive 50 for Carlton. Looked like she got away with that push initially. Umpire on the far side there was a little bit off balance. Took a while to actually do the action of the in-the-back free kick and blow the whistle.
Davidge on the approach. 35 metres out. Nearly 40 as she kicks it. It's going to drop short. Rush through for the Blues. Through for a minor score. Essendon 1-4-10 to Carlton 2-10-22. 12 points in it and even 2 goals. Pound again. Stinks her way through it. Got great support there as the Blues attempt to clear their defensive half, but again,
possession number 20 coming up for Madison Ford. She's been terrific today.
Majority of those possessions will be intercept possessions as well. Oh, great work there for the Blues.
The two best defenders on the ground they have, and they're just having a little bit of a kick-to-kick there. But what they're so good at, this is, I'll get the name right again, Lawson-Tavern, but they're very good at positioning themselves in the marking contests. It's an underrated skill, the ability to pick up the flight of the ball off the boot and position yourself, and they're both great exponents of that.
Especially in conditions like this, that the ball slides off the boot, sprays off the boot sometimes, but more often than not, they find themselves in the right position. Ford, Hooter, that was Harder Looney. Ford attempts to gather so she can get it out to Charleston. This is Shearer. Oh, excellent work there by Davidge with a strong hip and shoulder. Harder Looney's probably going to be in the back.
Yeah, real aggressive defensive tackling by the Bombers there. That one was just a little bit overzealous, but you can't question their commitment.
Definitely not. This is a nice little build-up for the Blues. It's Peterson going to half forward with a high ball. Good work there for the Bombers playing in front.
Yeah, they have been aggressive in their defensive positioning, the Essendon defenders, willing to take that front position. It's a long kick too.
Sure is, to the wing. Blues just, Lawson-Tavern just looking for a free option. This is Ryan putting herself in a really good position. Now Sharston's out here, along with Malnikas.
Over the back, they need this ball to go.
Yeah, it goes there now. Really good work there. That was by Bailey Hunt. Great positioning. Now, where does she go here? Feeds the ball to Malnikas. Malnikas inside 50. Harder Looney. Really good spoil in there by Pound. Ryan at ground level. Harder Looney goes in again. Oh, great work there by Ryan. Involved a few times in this passage. Feeds the ball out to Hunt. Tackled immediately by Bowie and Peterson, and we'll have a stoppage and a ball up.
She's taken a few hits today, Gabriella Pound, but she's a good defender. That was a big defensive spoil.
Great work there by Good once again with a tap down. In the Blues looking to clear. That was McKay. And then the Bombers are in a really good position. They've got numbers at the contest. Inside 50. Harder-Looney with a contest on Pound. Brings the ball to ground. Pound still hunting the ball at ground level. That's nearly a throw. I'm not too sure how you do a one-handed handball, but...
Blindsided the umpire, wouldn't they?
He was blindsided.
Well, here's McCarthy again. Normally good at ground level.
Oh, great work there by Molan. Just wasn't clean in the contest there.
Get another opportunity here, the Bombers.
Crystal Russell, that was.
Molan shaping for the handball receive, puts herself under a bit of pressure.
Yeah, it was need to think their way through that a bit better. And Jessica Good found herself in a good position. Plays on now to the outer side.
You think the Blues, they've got the free on the wing here. You think the Blues are comfortably home here, but they're just looking for that final dagger, Brenton.
Got that two-goal buffer in these conditions. Probably worth a couple of goals more as well, but as you said, I reckon one more goal, it could make a near certainty of it. This is Shearer at half forward. Good contest there for the Bombers. I reckon that was by Ruby Marnie out in the outer wing there, or it was either by Danielle Marshall. As the ball trickles over the line in front of a bowling rink that looks like it needs to be relayed, I would assume.
I think it does, yep. Browned off over the winter. Yeah. Hasn't had the oversow of ryegrass.
No.
Or they might have introduced a new dark brown version of artificial turf.
Potentially.
It's always been a signature of Windy Hill, though, hasn't it? Been the bowling club.
Absolutely. Secondary stoppage here. Crystal Russell versus Good in the ruck. Tap down there was to Maddie Gurin. Gurin went inside 50. Darcy Vessia hunting at ground level. Good tackle there. I reckon that was by Eliza Wood.
McCarthy got a big shove in the back there, the Blues key position player, and spent the next 15 seconds looking at the umpire appealing for a free kick.
Apologies, the tackle was by Goss, who's scooting in the back of the pack here now. Excellent work there by Ford for the Bombers, clearing handball. Coming out to Danielle Marshall, and Drew Ryan was in front. Follow-up work by the Bombers, really nice work. It finds its way to Molan. I reckon that was Harder-Looney on the outer wing there. Went to go back to Molan, but the pressure from the Blues meant the ball is now in dispute. Now can they go back the other way on the turnover? Peterson with a nice little chiselling ball. So half forward. Jessica Goods at half forward as well. Oh, the front on pressure.
Great tackle.
Excellent
and the advantage. Work. Perkins will be on the end of this.
Molan, Pound put herself in a really good spot. Feeds the ball inboard. That was to Lulu Beattie. But once again, the Bombers' pressure meant that there's no... The flow of the Carlton's ball movement was halted and thwarted.
Yeah, you called Gabriella Pound. She put herself in a good position, you said, and that's what she's done all day defensively for Carlton. Courageous. She's taken a lot of hits.
Absolutely.
Backing back into packs.
Especially standing in front of Sarah Perkins.
Oh, big kick.
This is a really good spot here. Oh, just dropped the mark there. That was by Isabel Porter. She did all the hard work, got herself in a really good position. The ball's still alive here. Porter back on with the tackle.
It's the nature of this game, Brenton. If the Bombers were somehow able to sneak a goal here, they're back within one kick of the lead or of tying this game.
Blues not out of danger yet. Oh, they've done that well. They've got the overlap there. McCarthy.
Good courage.
Big contest on the half forward for the Bombers. Great smother by Vesio. Ball still bobbling around. Harder-Looney with some clean hands. Feeds it back to Madison Ford. Just can't trap the ball cleanly, which means we'll have another stoppage.
It was Lily Bateman for the Bombers going back with a flight then. Massive hit. Got up and went after the ball straight away, so well done.
Excellent work. Crystal Russell was the Jessica Good. Russell is fighting on well here against a really strong opponent in Good. Halving the ruck contest in this last quarter. Watch for Harder-Looney here. Been really crafty at ground level. Excellent work there by the Bombers. That was by Ruby Marnie.
She's a leading possession winner at the moment.
Russell tries to find Harder-Looney. Watch for Malnikas here. Lily Goss just trying to drive the ball forward for the Blues. Tackled really strongly by Harder-Looney and will win a free kick. Plays on immediately. Drives the ball inside 50. It's a low ball. Good anticipation there for the Bombers. Oh, big contest there by Amy Trindade.
Oh, throw. They were out then, the Bombers, but yeah, right on the spot there, the umpire. That's the right decision. It It was a throw. Be too far out to score here.
Mimi Hill.
We've got Vesio and McCarthy, I think, somewhere up.
Big
up
pocket
there.
of space here.
Beautiful.
Oh, Melnikas just bodied Trindade off the line of the ball. Melnikas still in the hunt here. Oh, good work by the Bombers. Tassiopoulos looks to trap the ball ground level.
Oh.
Goes through her feet. Melnikas cannons in. Great strong work. Eliza Wood looking to draw a free kick. That's probably kicking in danger.
Yeah, they paid that all day, been consistent. Melnikas just shaking the hands there. She's been a willing contributor today, hasn't she? Up to possession number 13. She's had 7 tackles to go along with that.
Been really strong in the contest and pretty good with the ball in hand as well. But the ball bobbles to the Blues and it's driven inside 50 by Octavia Di Donato. It's McCarthy. Great tackle. Nearly got a shot on goal. The Bombers are away. Harder Looney, but her kick smothered. Eliza Woods. Handball smothered by Harder Looney. Pressure really ratcheting up here. Great work by Bowie because the Bombers were nearly out.
Perfect call, Brenton. They were. If they had been able to kick that ball off the ground somehow, skid it forward, they had 2 free players, including Perkins. I reckon there must have been 50 smothers today.
Oh, yes.
Just such commitment of all the players.
Vesio class on ground level. Feeds the ball inside. This is a shot on goal. It's Maddie Gurin with her second. That's the class of Darcy Vesio. Turns a 50-50 into a certainty. And Maddie Gurin with an excellent shot on goal. She's got real class inside 50. Gets her second and is now the leading goal kicker on the ground.
Yeah, that's a really telling contribution in this last quarter from Maddie Gurin. Both kicks, you might have said, were 50-50 at best, but she converted them from 35, 40 metres out on both occasions. And you called that so well with the handball from Vesio. That's a forward at the top of their craft. Would have been hours and hours of practice that goes into taking those balls at full speed on the lead and then giving off a really neat and soft handball. Sometimes you can shoot the handball out in those situations and it makes it hard for the receiver to take it. But as a running player there, Gurin couldn't have asked for anything better.
What I loved about Gurin as well, she showed poise to really settle herself and steady, and goal. Puts the Blues 3 goals up with 2.5 minutes to go as they clear out of the restart. Trindade at half forward, just used the body early. Great follow-up work there for the Bombers. You can't fault their commitment all day, the Bombers, by Isabel Porter. Just been a bit of class for the Blues in the final term, has seen them clear by 3 goals.
Shearer up to 19 possessions in the 12 tackles. Equal leading possession winner on the ground with 3 others.
Like Brooke Vickers' work here. Got herself in a good spot. Pound. Vickers. Good work there by the Bombers.
Only the 2 players in long sleeves out there today, I think. If it was me still playing, I probably would have had 3 jumpers on, Brenton, because it's not getting any warmer out here.
It certainly isn't. Sharston attacks the ball at ground level.
Both been good players too, although actually I've missed that. There's a third one in Sophie Molan.
Yes, well, she's been a good player as well.
Yeah, but Melnikas and Pound have both been terrific players for their respective sides in the long sleeves.
Jamie Lee Moreau down to Bailey Hunt. Incorrect disposal with a really good tackle there. That was by Shearer. It's been really good all day. She'll drive the ball inside 50 on her left. Good work by Good. Front position, but excellent work there by Molan. Good concentration. Didn't lose the side of the ball with 2 players in front of her. And she finds Sharston at the paint of 50.
Terrific kick then.
Sharston out to Bailey Hunt.
Inside the last 2 minutes here, it'd be great to see the Bombers push forward and kick a second goal.
Yep. Certainly would. They look to do this. Lawson Tavern, really good body work on Perkins. Gets her out of the way. Blues look to go into the corridor, but there's a host of Bombers there. And Sharston, high kick on her left. Great courage by all 3 players. All 3 bounced up as well. Hart Looney. Oh, look at Vesio looking to clear. Great tackle there by Hart Looney again. Had a really good patch there. But the Blues are inside 50. Molan in a good position. But scooting out the back, the skipper, Eliza Wood. Can the ball bounce up? Just doesn't cooperate. Skids the ball through for the Blues 4th. Thought her way through that really well. It was a 3-on-1. Just scooted back onto her right. and dribbled the ball through for Carlton's 4th goal.
Yeah, big contest through the middle of the ground. For Carlton, it was a 1-on-2. Lulu Beattie running back with the fly to the ball. No regard for her own safety. In fact, all 3 players in that contest, you've got to take your hat off to because they had eyes only for the ball. But hers was a critical piece of that play. And once the ball spilled, they were able to get the ball going forward. And the skipper, Eliza Wood, she was looking for the user-friendly bounce up in front of her. It just didn't sit for her, but had the poise to grab the ball, duck back inside, and then a really good finish.
Excellent work by the skipper. Sees the Blues out by 4 goals. With 17 seconds left.
Always a good way to finish a game is with a late goal. Give something to talk about in the locker room.
Absolutely. Vickers clears on her left for the Blues in the shadows of the final siren. Great work there by Drew Ryan. That'll be it. Carlton with its 4th win of the year, and I reckon it'd see them out of the bottom 2 of the ladder. 4-10-30.